Calls the case, lost asset recovery versus Sarah Peters.
Present, Your Honor. Nicole Gettler appearing on behalf of Plaintiff Lost Asset Recovery LLC.
And Your Honor, Kevin Cousins, registration number P85044, appearing on behalf of Miss Peterson, who is present next to me.
All right. And where are we folks on this case?
Your Honor, we
Your Honor, I'm sorry. We did have an agreement reached.
That sounded past tense.
That was past tense. There are parts of it which remain intact. And I have not had a chance. I tried to get a hold of counsel, but was unable to get through to her during the break.
And what is the plaintiff's position on it?
Your Honor, we had extensive conversations back and forth before going on the record today. It was communicated to me by counsel that Ms. Peterson would be forfeiting the home, giving my client immediate possession, withdrawing her counterclaim with the agreement that each side would bear their own attorney costs and fees, and that she would convey any and all interest back to the client immediately. There's another renter in the property that he would begin collection of the rent from that renter.
And Your Honor, that is an accurate statement, except for the part of withdrawing the counterclaim. My client has decided that she wants to pursue the claim, which would require it to be transferred to circuit court.
Well, the possession issue does not get transferred.
That's correct, Your Honor. And we would still grant possession. We would, everything that she said, except for the counterclaim, we would still agree with.
So I'm not
There's
sure.
plenty-
I mean,
ahead.
Mr. Cousins is a you know, this is a binding agreement. He told me that this was the settlement agreement. He's a officer of the court. And so I would ask that this court, you know, we waited to put this on the record. I was putting the agreement in writing to send to him. You know, as we were waiting to be called. So I would ask the court to hold Ms. Peterson to her agreement.
Well, when did this change?
Within the
Well,
last like 10 minutes, apparently.
So hold on, counsel, that wasn't clear to me. So what plaintiff's counsel stated was what the parties had agreed to until 10 minutes before you got up here?
Yes, Your Honor.
I think you guys are stuck.
Fair enough.
I mean, I think they're withdrawn. I mean, you can't do that. And I mean, I'm not saying you, but you can't come up and all of a sudden just change and just sandbag the other side because she believes that you guys are all settled and that's what's going to happen today. So when do I get the paperwork?
She's working on it as we speak.
Okay, so that we don't have any other misunderstandings regarding this. Counsel, how fast can you have the paperwork done? Try to get a hold of her.
Your Honor, I can get it over to Mr. Cousins via email within the next 5 minutes. I do have it drafted.
All right, send it to my court staff too, and we're just gonna get this executed today. So I'm gonna pass this and we're gonna execute it today. I don't have time to waste this, folks.
Thank you.
So
Your
I'll pass and then you get that over to us. We'll get it all, everybody get it signed, and then we're gonna be done. All right, thank you.
Your Honor.
Hey, Happy New Year, Judge. I'm online.
Hey, Miss Adams, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to see you, but I'm not glad to see you.
Wow. Wow. I was just gonna say I was glad to see you and wish you Happy New Year, but you know, you threw all that in there. All right.
It's the circumstance. It's not you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. That makes me feel better. All righty. Where are we on Miss Adams' case?
We received an assistance payment yesterday of $500, applied it to her account. Her current balance, including costs, is $907.63.
907.63. Is that really her January rent?
Minus that. Hang on, let me take a look, Judge.
Miss Adams, how much is your monthly rent?
$1,199.
Exactly. What? I know he said wow, but it was like Mr. Mackey, you were
She
playing
made a payment on the,
ventriloquist dummy because it like looked like it was coming from you. But anyway, go ahead.
Your Honor, if Mr. Mack is going to pay her rent, I don't know why.
That's what I heard him say. Right after the oh wow, I'll pay that. That's what I don't know. Maybe I'm hearing things.
Sounds good to me.
I know. Here he's gonna pay your rent. Maybe I'll introduce you to him, and that way you at least know
I
who's
can get
paying
the
it.
money.
I don't remember if we were here on the
Oh, me, the money.
29th or the 2 weeks before that. But there was a payment of 500 made on the 15th.
Yes.
700 made on the 29th. And then this assistance payment of 500. And so when the 12/29 payment was made, she had a balance of $60 and some change
On
12/29.
she owed $60 on 12/29.
Yes, sir.
And
And then,
while I like seeing Miss Adams, why are we here then?
so the shoe doesn't pick up another court cost and filing fee.
Okay,
month.
all right, fine and dandy. Miss Adams,
Yes, Judge.
when are you gonna get your January rent paid?
On the 12th
Because
of
Mr. Mack says he's
January.
not doing it.
On
What?
the 12th of January, and I'm also waiting to see from Christina Johnson from Delana. She's communicating with St. Vincent de Paul to see if they will help me. So I emailed her. She's not responding. I know that it's the holiday. I don't know if Amy has the information, but I just know she was reaching out to them.
Amy?
Your Honor, I can't speak to the St. Vincent de Paul and the Delana Center, but I'm happy to hear that SLS's 500 was received and that Ms. Adams had paid her $260 on the 29th, like she had promised. And she did indicate to our caseworkers that January 12th, she would be timely with her January rent. And that was our agreement, which released that $500.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, Miss Adams. Let me adjourn this out 2 weeks. You need to get the balance paid in full by then, okay?
Yes, Judge, I will on the 12th.
All right. So I'll adjourn this to the 19th, 2024 at 9 a.m.
And you're on the court's not holding any money, is that right?
Not that no, I'm not.
No.
Okay, thank you.
All
Can I
right.
get a Zoom next time? I need a Zoom because I'm working.
Put her in for a Zoom, please. Yes, ma'am. We'll see.
Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. We'll see you.